All right, chapter 8. The rest of the book is going to go rather quickly, so we'll kind of try. I'll try to do it in 2 or 3 videos. All right, and then we'll be done with the book. All right, and we'll have to wait and see what the state says about state exams and things like that. All right, remember that the end of the marking period is coming up rapidly. All right, next Wednesday is the last day of the third marking period. All right, so let's continue with chapter 8 here. All right. So first thing you're going to highlight, all right, on page 144 now, which is right here. I'm going to increase this a little bit. All right. In this area, okay, so now the specific numbers, and for some reason this has been a question on state exams over the last couple of years. So relatively new within the last couple of years. In most cases, pedestrians have the right of way in at all intersections. There's a crosswalk at every intersection, even if it's not marked as such. This is known as an unmarked crosswalk. Pedestrian must obey pedestrian signals and use crosswalks at signalized intersections. There is a $54 fine for failure to observe the law. Why 54? Not sure. All right, why it's just not either 60 or 55 or whatever it is. Not really sure with that. All right, but there it is. The penalty for pedestrians under 17 who violate this pedestrian law is $22. All right, again, I don't know why it's that dollar figure. All right, but that's what they arrived to. All right. Next, on the following page, as a review. Okay. Is this here, because we had covered this earlier in the book. All right, never pass a vehicle that's stopped at a crosswalk, right, because they're stopped there for a reason. Mm-hmm. Going to skip over to page 147 now. All right, so a couple of pages, and then down the bottom on page 147 here, having to deal with trucks and bigger vehicles. And this continues on the following page also, okay? All right, so we'll kind of go through this as we see it. Motorists should always use caution when driving alongside trucks, tractor trailers, and buses. Sharing the road with larger vehicles can be safe if the motorist knows the limitations of these vehicles regarding visibility, required stopping distances, and maneuverability. When passing a large truck or tractor trailer or bus, it is important to remember that there are several no zones or blind spots within that truck. And this continues in the following page with an illustration that's here. Okay. Tractor trailer or bus cannot see other vehicles. In addition, during bad weather, a truck or tractor trailer or bus can take as much as 25% longer to stop. All right, so that 25% is very important for you to understand that. Okay, the diagram over here goes through all the different blind spots that trucks have, all right, and where you might be. Okay, so the rest of this area just basically states what that diagram is pointing out. Okay. If the driver of a large truck or tractor trailer or bus cannot see another motorist vehicle, excuse me, or another motorist vehicle in the rear view or side view mirrors, the vehicle is in their no zone or blind spots. Okay, and hopefully that's common sense for you. Okay. Stay far behind a truck or tractor trailer that is preparing to back up or is backing up. Again, hopefully that's common sense. Dealing with wide turns, all right, and if you happen to be on a hill, all right, leave space when stopping at a light or a sign behind a truck, tractor trailer, or a bus, especially when they're facing uphill. Large vehicles may roll backwards slightly before starting. Give more road space to a truck driver who's making a wide turn. Again, all the diagrams are there to kind of illustrate all those things there. Next. And again, the bold just describes exactly what this, what the diagram described before. All right, where's the no front zone? okay, or the blind spots in the front, the blind spots in the on the sides of the vehicle, all right, and then head on, okay. You're the back of the vehicle that's there. State law requires all non-emergency vehicles to yield right away to buses re-entering traffic after dropping off or picking up bus passengers. Right. So a good example would this be along Route 9. Okay, are the ability for at a New Jersey Transit bus picking up people at those required stops that are there. All right. They once they picked up people and they're entering back onto the roadway. They have right of way, or once they start indicating that they're entering back onto the street there. All right. And the rest of chapter 8 here, okay, just talks about inline skaters, right, and those guys having the same rules and responsibilities, okay, as as people who are driving on the roads. All right, so here's this mentioned right here. Remember that motorists share the road with bicyclists, inline skaters. Be sure you're helping to keep the road safer by observing these safety precautions. Again, just making sure, all right, all those different types of vehicles are looked for, okay, especially in your city areas and things like that. All right, and here it is in the book here, mentioning what I just said. All right, under New Jersey law, bicyclists, skateboarders, and inline skaters have the same rights and responsibilities as motor vehicles. And that's it for chapter 8.